when
You
we,
triumphed.
yeah, we kicked ass. So, yeah, okay. Um, okay, so, okay, it looks like everything's going good.
Okay.
All right. Are you seeing anything on your stream?
It's loading video right now. I will refresh my browser just in case.
Okay.
It is. Oh wait, here we go. Now I'm actually seeing it. And someone in the chat said we are live.
Yay.
So yay!
Okay, hey everybody. Welcome back to the grinding stream. Sorry about me being late. Windows decided it would be a great time to make mandatory restarts and updates. Yeah. uh, that was fun. He lied. But anyway, with me again is my streaming buddy Catherine. So say hello.
Hello. Hello
Uh,
everybody.
okay, so cool. Are audio and stuff coming in fine? Because if they are, I'd like to. Because if they aren't, I'd like to fix that now, before I get too invested in the game. Because the computer's like all the way over there, and I don't feel like touching it while I'm sitting in my comfy gaming chair.
Uh, let's see. No, I haven't seen any comments about the audio yet.
Okay.
So yeah. So
Oh,
I
there.
guess while we wait to see if anyone just yeah if you're just getting here, if any comments about if the audio sounds okay. Ted, what are your thoughts on the news about the Majora's Mask DLC?
Tinkle, tingle, kolulimpa! And young Link is. Lana in the Skull Kid outfit looks pretty cute, I will say.
Yeah, I saw that you retweeted.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty cute outfit, but I would have rather had the Skull Kid be like a character and not just a
Yeah.
costume. Because Young Link, again, I felt the same way about Young Link as I did with Twilight Midna, where yeah, I guess it's cool, but I would have rather had a new character. I guess like other than Tingle, who is like, Tingle, I guess they just didn't want to add a new like storyline character to the game. That's the only explanation I can think of. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
The
yeah.
only comment I'm seeing about audio is that the game audio is a little low, but I think you like to keep it low because I mean it's going to be louder once you start a mission and it's going to be
Yeah.
smash smash smash, like
Yeah.
not smashing smash, but
Yeah.
noise of destruction.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, there was news that the level cap is gonna get upped again. Oh boy. I need to get everybody up to the current max, so I don't have to worry about at least that when we get to the next set of characters. So, I'm gonna try to work my way, finish away the people who don't have much left, which means I'm starting with Sheik. And what outfit do I want to put her in? I'm gonna put her in her Master Quest outfit because she looks like a ninja. So, yeah. Okay, so, oh wait, I don't need to go to the bazaar. All right. Okay, so wait, hold on. Is there anything I really wanna? Nope. Okay, well,
Hello, Ryan.
oh, Ryan's on the chat. Hello, Ryan. I'm here for Ryan Bearman. Okay, yeah. Oh man. So yeah, Majora's Mask DLC looks pretty cool, for the most part. Like, we don't really know too much about it from the, right now. Um, um, yeah, we don't know too much about it. We do know about some of the, updates that are going to be, added to, added to the game. Like, they're gonna up the level cap, which is done, but they are going to do a few other updates to the game. The most important of which, I think, is they're adding a fucking retry option, which should have been in the game from day one, but you know what, whatever. I believe the game will also note how much what your total damage across the entire mission is, which is going to be integral for trying to get things like um, gold Skulltulas and certain A ranks. So yeah, that's good. I think they also said that they were going to make some pretty big improvements to the smithy, which I think is also sorely needed. Um, um, like they were gonna do stuff like allowing you to delete skills off of weapons, sell weapons without having to get 10 of them on a certain character, um, all sorts of stuff really. So I think that they're making a lot of improvements on the game with the new patch. Again, a lot of this stuff is stuff that I've been complaining about, so I'm glad it's getting fixed. I just wish it was getting fixed before I had started playing it, but you know what? Whatever. It's better late than never is my thought
Yeah.
process on that. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, basically. Um, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Majora's Mask DLC. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, gonna put another like 5,000 hours into the game. Joy. Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, that'll be fun. But anyway, where was I going? Yeah, but anyway, if you're new to the grinding stream, I don't know how new anybody here should be because I think it's basically the same kinds of people who tend to do these sorts of things. Not saying anything bad about you. It's just an observation. Um, yeah, like Hyrule Warriors is just sort of background noise as Catherine and I kind of bullshit. So if you've got questions you want to ask, feel free to ask them. We are open to every non-dickwad question you can think of.
um, in general, Ted, you mentioned Skull Kid Lana. So how are you liking the new costumes for the Majora's Mask DLC?
I've only seen the renders for I've only seen the render for Skull Kid Lana, so I don't know what the other two look like. I think it's Ocarina of Time, Impa, and Sheik. It are
Yeah.
the yeah. So
That's what Flameshead Hero once said. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't really. I haven't seen the official renders for them, so um, I can't say. I guess is the best way to put it. I don't like making an opinion off of things that I don't have a lot of experience with. It's just I just I don't like doing that. So um, when I tweet them, once I see them, I'll tweet out what I think. Um, like they'll probably be good. I like most of the alternate costumes that they have. Like aside from the kind of weird, like kind of weird eyes of the pre-order DLC costumes. Those are like kind of weird, but other than that, like, I think that all the alternate costumes look really good. Like, I love the Guardian of Time outfit. I love the Postman outfit. I love, I love most of the costumes. So, I think more the merrier, I say. I'm just surprised at how much they've supported this game in the long run, because a lot of games just sort of, this game has gotten way more DLC than any other Nintendo game, I'd think. Probably
I
because it's a
wonder.
lot easier to make than like something like the Mario Kart DLC, which isn't coming out till May, for instance.
I
But
have to wonder if that's in part because it was developed. I forget the developer, but the people who make Dynasty Warriors, which those games are primarily released on non-Nintendo consoles, if I remember correctly. I haven't played Dynasty Warriors.
it's very What? You're not dead, you fucking asshole! How is the imprisoned not dead? How is I how? How? This is not right. Okay, I'm sorry. That's just flabbergasting. Um okay, but yeah, like I don't there are a handful of Dynasty Warrior games on other systems, but you're right. It's not really the main focus for release ever, I'd say.
Yeah. So, and I think I would imagine developers on uh, PlayStation and Microsoft consoles are more used to doing DLC.
Yeah, and I think Nintendo is, it took them a long time to really start using DLC, but I think that they're doing it in a very good way. Because a lot of the games that they've done that have DLC it's very, very good DLC. I really liked the DLC for Mario Golf, for instance, because the Mario Golf, other than the fact that you really couldn't play it online very much, because you couldn't do it you could only do it for online with friends. But um, yeah, Mario Golf had really good DLC. Mario Kart 8 has really good DLC. Well, we don't really know much about Smash Brothers DLC aside from Mewtwo. Um, but so hopefully that's really the big question is how much they're gonna do DLC other than Mewtwo, because
Yeah.
if they did like a lot of DLC characters for Smash Brothers, like people would just go nuts. Like that's something that would absolutely blow people away is, oh my gosh, look at all the DLC characters we can play as. I don't know, like I don't know, name.
Oh.
Oh no, that's how we play as get to play as the Ice Climbers. They add them in as DLC. That would just make
Oh,
me angry a
I
little
know.
bit.
That would be
That would be sad.
unfortunate. What do you think? Someone asked, what do you think of releasing Wii games on the Wii U? Like, they
I'm
announced it
gonna be
direct.
able to get Metroid Prime Trilogy for $10. Like that is just awesome. Like, I'm not gonna get the cool case or anything, but I'm gonna get 3 Metroid Prime games for $10. So, um, like, I'm happy with it. I wish that they would release more. Like, the fact that they're only gonna release one a week means that we're gonna get them as slowly as we get Virtual Console stuff, which sucks. But I think that it's still really cool. So, yeah, I'm happy that it's becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that seems cool. What do you think though? Is there anything that you're gonna get on the are you gonna get any of the Wii games that are
What did they
announced?
announce? What did they announce?
Punch Out for the
Prime?
Wii, Prime Trilogy, and Mario Galaxy 2. Oh, you're totally gonna get Galaxy 2, right?
No. I may have a slight bias where I just don't care about Mario. I haven't. The only game I own with Mario in it. Like, okay, will you know I know I'm starting to get bad. When I saw the puzzle, so I street passed with someone like a week or two ago who was from Tokyo, and their game, which I had to look up because I was like, I don't know what that is, but I looked up because I figured out what because the title was written in katakana, so I translated that into Roman characters and looked that up, and it was Puzzle Dragon Z or whatever it's called. And I was like, oh, that looks kind of cute and kind of interesting. Like the Wikipedia article said, there's a lot of like in-game purchases, which I'm not a big fan of that. But okay. So I see that at the direct. I'm like, oh, we're getting it in the West, and I see it comes with Mario, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to get that anymore.
You see, that's the exact opposite of what Nintendo's hoping for. They're hoping that people get it because it has Mario on it and it introduces people to the series as a whole. Like, you're working backwards.
I know, right? Oh, someone said that the Kirby Return to Dreamland, that's the Wii one, right? I was getting confused because
Yeah.
30% of the Kirby games have the word Dreamland in the title.
Yeah, Kirby's
Um,
Kirby's Dreamland 3. Like, yeah, there's a lot of them with Dreamland in the title, so.
that I would get because I don't have that, and it's pretty hard to track down a copy.
It is? I'm surprised that it's hard to find.
It's not cheap.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, it's not cheap.
Well, that's just
And
mostly just a Nintendo thing. If they're,
that's a Nintendo not printing enough things.
yeah,
Problem.
fucking Amiibos.
Yep.
But I still have my copy of that. Like, so, like, if you wanted to play that, we could do co-op.
Okay, cool.
Um, have you been able to play Triple Deluxe yet?
No, I haven't played it yet.
Okay, Triple Deluxe is great.
Um, oh, someone asked, how do you feel about the Fire Emblem characters being amiibo unlockables in Codename Steam?
Well, Marth just got like 10 times more expensive because he's useful for something now.
But he's getting reprints.
Oh yeah, I am so happy he's getting reprints.
Yes.
You've already got one. Why are you
I
yesing?
know. Well, I'm just happy because he's awesome.
Yeah,
And
he
now
is
more
pretty
people.
awesome.
Though I don't, you know what I noticed immediately when they showed the footage of Marth in Codename Steam? Why they cut his cape short.
Mm.
If you look at it, if you look at the trailer, his shape is, I mean, his cape is like comes to like mid back versus like down past his back.
I'm really not sure. It might have just been a. I don't think he really matches the art style of the game very well.
No.
Which is fine since he's like a.
Which I think looks hilarious.
Yeah, it's fine because he's like an extra, but I think that just might be a casualty of that.
Yeah. No, that wouldn't surprise me. I was just like, what?
Yeah. So, yeah, but
Oh, Nathan's here. Nathan and Don here are both in the stream as well. I'm in the chat as well.
hello everybody. I don't think I'm not really feeling a gigantic call today, so I don't think I'm gonna be having an awful lot more people. Sorry if you wanted. Why are you apologizing? You're not. You don't have to apologize. Yeah. Okay, but
Wait, Ike has steam vents in his cape?
apparently.
What?
Well, that's how all the characters run on Steam, so you know.
Ah.
Like, I guess it
Yeah.
makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, where was I was gonna say? Basically, yeah, Codename Steam looks like it's gonna be such a fun game, and I'm glad that Nintendo's doing stuff like this to further promote it, like the Fire Emblem amiibos, and the Majora's Mask thing, as random as that is. There are Zelda fans who will buy the game just for that, so I do think that that is a good choice. So I'm really glad that the game is getting a lot of support. That's something that makes me happy. Uh,
Um,
makes
what do you think of Citizens of Earth?
eh.
My first reaction was, this looks like a kind of like slightly different, but the aesthetics remind me a lot of Earthbound just from watching Chuck Conroy's LP of Earthbound a while ago.
I remember when that game was getting kickstarted, it listed Earthbound as a what's the word, influence. Um, I don't know. It never grabbed my attention, I guess. I don't know. I felt like I'm all for wacky kind of things, but I guess I don't know. I don't want to say it was trying too hard. I'm not. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not. I can't get into it. I think is
Yeah, I don't think I'm not it didn't really pique my interest. I don't know if it was the aesthetics or the fact that you play as some guy in a suit with a wacky grin on his face the whole time.
the
But
the
I
vice.
was just
I will
like,
say that the fact that you play as the vice president, I thought that was pretty funny.
that's funny. I just feel like this is probably also the kind of game that's not gonna do anything more with it than like just it's
Oh, you're the vice president. Wacky, wacky, wacky. Like, there's probably a whole bunch. If I'm gonna have to guess, there's probably a whole bunch of jokes about how the vice president's really useless and doesn't really do anything. Like, you know.
or they're gonna invert the trope and the vice president's doing all the work and the president is the real like the really useless one. Even
Or
though he
they're gonna do both. Because
Yeah.
that's like, because like if I remember what Bill Trinen was talking about during the direct, he said like you're the only one who can stop them. Although that might just be like PR talk. Nobody really knows. Well, I think the game's already out, so people might already knows. Nobody knows if people already knows. I have a nose. Anyway, where was I going? All right. like, again, nothing against people who find it interesting, but that it just, I'm not sold, I guess. So like, I'm all for supporting wacky, wacky kind of indie-ish, Kickstarter type games. Like, I will always go out of my way to support a project that interests me. And I have a lot of respect to people who go down that path because, people kind of shit a lot on Kickstarter, but thinking, oh, anybody will hand you money for the shittiest games. But running a Kickstarter is not easy. And I think people kind of shit on the model a lot for no real good reason. And so, like, I think that I think so. People who go out of their way to try to do it like that get a lot of my respect. So yeah.
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 What do you think of the new 3DS?
Well, I'm getting one. um, um, and that's mostly just because I've got a busted headphone port on my current 3DS. So I can't.
It makes sense for you to replace it and get an upgrade at the same time.
Yeah. I'm not getting one of the what's actually what actually happened with me though is that I was around when the Best Buy orders, like when the Majora's Mask 3DS went back online at Best Buy. So and I was considering getting one, but then I realized this can go to somebody else who would actually want one based off of Majora's Mask, and
Or a scalper. No, I'm joking. I
no,
mean,
it probably, thinking about it, it probably did go to get it. Like, the person who got my pre-order instead probably did. It probably was a scalper. Let's just be real. But
but then I know some people who wanted them did get them, but I think unfortunately, as is the way of things, there are always scalpers. So.
yeah, you'll ruin the fun for everyone by buying 100 amiibo, 100 Rosalina amiibos. That ass wipe.
Ugh.
Like, oh man, that story is true, right? Like that.
I don't know. I really don't know whether it's true or not.
I've heard. I think most people are leaning on it being true, which just makes me sad because, yeah, you're a dick.
Yeah. For me, my 3DS is fine because I got my 3DS I got my 3DS early last year, 2014.
But
So
you
my
need
my
to have, Ike in your codename Steam party.
I don't know if I'm gonna get Codename Steam yet.
What? You
So
like
and
Fire
I don't
Emblem? You're
like
playing Fire Emblem right now, and you enjoy
yeah
it.
yes yeah I'm playing Fire since I think did I start after the
Yeah,
live
you
stream?
started after we did the last stream, so.
Yeah. I've started playing Fire Emblem Awakening. No spoilers. I'll be really upset if there are any spoilers because I'm not done.
Yeah,
But I'm really
do not be a dick.
please. But um but yeah, so I've been playing Fire Emblem Awakening and I'm really liking it a lot. So but yeah, if they have a 3DS for the new Fire Emblem game, I will be getting that, I'm sure. Like if they do a similar thing as they're doing with Majora's Mask and Monster Hunter, whatever.
I think
Sorry.
they did have a Fire Emblem regular 3DS when Awakening came out, so it is I'd say it's not unlikely that there would be one for whatever Fire Emblem if is its Japanese name. So that's just what I'm gonna call it until
I'm gonna call it Fire Emblem 14.
Fire.
'Cause
If
even if
it
they're
is kind of a dumb name.
I feel like that's not gonna be what they translate it to.
Oh no, of course not. It's such a Japanese name, like if. That's a that's like full out Atlas naming territory there. Calling it Fire Emblem if. Fire Emblem if Marth never got into Smash Brothers. It just never did that.
But yeah. I'm really enjoying Fire Emblem Awakening. I am very excited for the new game. Though now I am wondering if we're ever gonna find out when is SMT Cross Fire Emblem getting out of development purgatory.
Um. Oh, I hope it. Oh man, I hope it's not in Purgatory because there is a in Shin Megami Tensei 4, one of the dungeons is Purgatory, and it's about as annoying as you'd think it is.
It's about as annoying as purgatory.
Yeah, it's actually the final dungeon of the chaos route is called Purgatorium. So yeah, it's not
Wait,
really spoilers.
it's
It's
Purgatorium.
Purgatorium. Yes.
Oh,
Uh,
that's weird because that's not. They didn't make the Dante reference. They didn't make the Divine Comedy reference because that's Purgatorio because he was Italian.
I think. Yeah. Hmm.
It's Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. I think. I might be wrong. It's been a long time since I tried to read the Divine Comedy.
All I know is that Dante just really wants to get with his get with like. I just find the divine.
Beatrice.
Yeah. Well, like. I
She's
find.
not his wife.
Yeah.
She's not actually his wife.
I'm
She's just
pretty
this
sure
random
Dante
woman.
was married to somebody else. But
Yeah.
like I find it hilarious that like Dante writes this book that ends up being like this beloved masterpiece. And it's the most DeviantArt fanfiction.net thing ever, where everybody he doesn't like goes to hell and is tortured in horrible ways, and his loved one is in heaven and she's gonna be there waiting for him. It's oh my gosh, that's just all I have to
Yeah.
say.
And for reasons he is chosen to journey through hell and purgatory and heaven and meet God.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, like I think it's like what I liked were the parts where you saw like actual historical figures like Cleopatra and Helen of
Cleopatra
Troy.
was in hell, right? Because
Yeah, Cleopatra was in hell. I forget which circle of hell she was in. But like that I thought was cool. But the part where it was just random like and like you basically have to read a translation that has footnotes to explain who all these people are, which I did. I don't know if the translation I had was any good, like, or if the footnotes were particularly good, but the footnotes were like, this guy was a priest or like a cardinal around the time Dante was living, and he was kind of mean to Dante or something. Like basically I'm completely generalizing, but that's kind of what it felt like. Like,
yeah.
this guy was mean to Dante. Oh, he's in hell. Okay. Oh yeah. Cleopatra was in Lust. That's right. Yes.
And that's because like Mark Anthony.
Exactly. Yeah. Mark Antony. She was there with him. I like that part too, where you got to find out what happened to people when they died. He had some pretty creative ways of torturing people.
Oh yeah. I gotta wonder if he ended up basing any of it on like facts, or well, not facts, like biblical stuff, or if he
It was
really
all his imagination.
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, some of them were really some of them were pretty creative.
Yeah. No doubt.
But,
Yeah.
do you guys think does anyone remember do we find out when the Mario Party 10 release is going to be, and if it's coming before Memorial Day weekend in Atlanta, Georgia?
No, they did do a release month. I forget what it said in the direct though.
Someone will probably say something in the
Yeah,
chat.
if you could please. I do
If
not.
so,
I can neither confirm nor deny the presence of Mario Party at MomoCon.
Aww. I'm groaning for the chat.
Sorry. I can. I don't want Ryan to. I don't want Ryan.
Ryan is in the chat after all, potentially.
Yeah, I don't want Ryan to make me play awful games, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, sorry. I'm
that
saving.
already going to happen though.
Not if I can help it.
Oh, someone said it's March 20th. I'm getting a couple
Okay,
March
yeah,
20th.
that's plenty of time to do it.
Okay. So
Um,
it,
to
it is a it
it
is
is
a
a
possibility.
possibility. It is also possible that I will put sour cream on my head and start doing the Charleston, but doesn't mean it's
Nair,
likely.
the Nair Man says you're playing that awful game at MomoCon anyways.
Oh, you're a dick. Don't you laugh. I'll make you play that awful game.
I, I don't have that awful game.
I do, though. Or I'll just make you play Five Nights at Freddy's instead.
No. No.
Come on, won't it be fun? He
No.
says. A
He said with a posed look.
mischievous grin plastered on his face.
When are you gonna LP that for BSC, huh?
I don't know. How about you play it so that you can help me? Because I don't know how to do it. Oh, I've suddenly contracted carpal tunnel. Looks like you're gonna have to do it.
What's that? I broke all my fingers. What's that? I slammed my fingers in, oh no, I dropped the manifold on my hands, and my hands are covered in cuts. Oh no, I stuck my hands in a Bunsen burner.
Well, I gotta hand it to you. That would be pretty painful.
That would be, no, that is, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, you don't. Oh, you didn't get the joke. I said you gotta hand it to you. Hands.
Oh.
Hand it to you.
Uh,
You love it. You know you do.
uh, yeah. People in the chat, I think BSC has pretty much decided to swear to secrecy on what may or may not be played at MomoCon this year.
Or at least
So-
I have. I don't know what our protocol is for that, so I'm just gonna stay silent just in case.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Yeah. So sorry if you were curious, but I'm not blowing the horn before we. It's not gonna be my fault. How about I'll just put it that way.
Nairman's here anyways. If he
Oh, yeah.
wants to spoil, he can.
Why would he want to though? That would just make it not as fun.
Yeah.
Like, cause I think that might be like, correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't you say that like discovering what games are going to be played is part of the fun, the surprise?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Especially, I don't think I had any idea you guys were going to do Superman 64, and that was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was a bad game, but that was a fun bad game to play. Like,
See, don't you think you're gonna have fun with Unnamed Bad Game?
no, I do not think I'm gonna have fun with Unnamed Bad Game because it's not bad in the same kind of ways. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, because if we keep on talking about Unnamed
Okay,
Bad
yeah.
Game, we'll probably give it away. So,
Yeah, okay, deal.
yeah.
I think you might have.
So yeah. Oh man, Zant. I mean, I've gone over this a couple of times, but Zant is awesome. He's wacky.
I don't think I've seen this costume. I don't think you've used this costume of Zan. before.
Well,
this-
it was set to default, so I might have switched to him last time I did it. This is his red costume. It makes him red. I don't know, like, if it's supposed to represent something or be a reference or what, but it's red, and I like the color red, so, you know. Yeah. Oh, I grabbed the wrong Argarok. I did not mean to do that. Oh,
Not nearly big enough.
that's
Also,
what
not
she
enough.
said.
Not enough omnidirectional gear.
Have you seen the way that he can turn around? He can turn in omni directions.
Not enough airtime.
Uh, eh, true. Not enough not enough floating through the air for dialogue scene, and then cool flippy shit for fight scenes.
Not enough people getting killed.
Uh, we've got 973 characters getting
Oh,
killed at this point.
never mind. Not enough people that we pretend to care about for like
Oh, so you only pretended to care about the Levy Squad then? Is that it?
nobody cared about anyone except, well, I don't know, hopefully nobody cared about anyone except Petra.
I cared about everyone except Petra. I liked all of the Levy Squad.
Nameless guy number 1, nameless guy number 2, Mike, who had the weird smelling thing, and not Jean. Oh yeah, I cared about them. I cared about Petra, and maybe Mike was okay.
Man, you're heartless.
I cared more about the girl who got eaten by the Moe Titan in episode like 5.
Do people really call it the Moe Titan?
That's just what they call it. No, that's just what I call it as a joke because it has the giant eyes. And because Giguk did that joke with the K-On! Intro, playing the K-On! Intro music. I showed you that, right?
Probably.
And she survived until episode 8. Or he. I think it was, I don't know.
What, that Titan?
Yeah, because it tried to eat Sasha.
Oh yeah, you're right. It did try to eat Sasha.
Yeah. Okay, okay, apparently people in the chat do care about Squad Levy. They knew their names.
Yeah, see, told you so.
Well, I didn't entirely care about Squad Levy.
Yeah, you heartless monster.
Yeah. But yeah. So apparently, my friend who really likes Attack on Titan, she was really complaining about they're making a live action movie.
Oh yeah, I had heard about that.
She's really upset about many things.
Like what?
She doesn't like, I think, well, one thing that she was really bad about was like, they're making Armin's not blonde. Like, nobody has the right hair colors, but it's most noticeable with Armin, because she really likes Armin.
Oh,
So
that's probably,
not...
well, that's probably because they're getting an all Japanese cast for the movie.
Yeah.
And
but...
yeah, and since the like Attack on Titan's thing is like everybody's like multi-ethnic and crap, so I can understand why she might be angry about that.
There were a bunch of other things where I forget all the specifics, but there were a lot of changes they were making that just did not sound good.
I guess it's something that we'll have to. Well, it can't be worse than Dragon Ball Evolution. Is what I'm gonna start off by saying. And you know, I'm just gonna. Other than that, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. I think.
I haven't seen that, so I don't know.
Oh, you haven't seen Dragon Ball Evolution? It is awful-tastic. Like, not even if you don't care about like, because I know you don't care about like Dragon Ball at all.
Yeah.
But even if you,
is it live action?
yeah, it's live action. Goku isn't Asian. Like he's in this is the original Dragon Ball, so like they're not supposed to be like adults, but Goku's in Goku's supposed to be like 9. Goku's in high school. And he's trying to, yeah, you know Balma, the blue-haired girl? Instead of having blue hair, she just has like one strand of blue in her hair. Uh, which I just think is hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Better or worse? Because didn't you guys watch Street Fighter? The Street Fighter
Street Fighter
movie?
is at least funny. Like, I don't think funny to watch, I should say. Like, Street Fighters can't be fun. Like, Dragon Ball Evolution's just when it's not like awful bad, it's boring bad. So, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I do not recommend that.
Someone said the one strand of blue tends to switch sides depending on the screen. um, is there what are your thoughts on Mewtwo coming to Smash?
Finally, why'd they take him out in the first place? Like seriously, why? Why'd you do that,
know.
Sakurai?
I cannot answer that.
But aren't you Sakurai?
Nope.
Aren't you
Please
our
understand.
Oh, you're Owada. Oh, right. Sorry. My bad, Mr. Owada. Okay. Iwata-san,
Yeah.
sir.
But yeah, I don't care enough about Smash, frankly, to be like, oh, is Mewtwo gonna be balanced? Like, I just, I respect people who care about that. I just don't. I don't really have anything interesting to say about Mewtwo coming back.
If I'm gonna be
I'm
playing,
glad for the people who like Mewtwo. I hope he's okay.
yeah, I've been playing a lot more Smash recently, but I've been trying, like, it's not Mewtwo that I'm working on. I'm working on getting my Pac-Man up to form. Like, I'm hoping that I want to get better with them, so I can own some fools with my Pac-Man skills. Which is, so yeah. So I've been seeing a lot of Othermit's Pac-Man recently, so that's why he's my Twitter picture now. So yeah, yeah. He's doing pretty good. He can chomp on some fools and other stuffs. Okay, let's see. Is there anything I can throw away? Yeah, I can throw away this. And also this. Okay, yeah. Awesome. But yeah, Mewtwo will probably, like, again, I'm gonna probably play with him some, right when he comes out. Like, I'm gonna mess around with him, like, do classic mode and stuff. I wonder if they're gonna make a Mewtwo amiibo, actually.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
Oh, I mean, it's possible since he's coming out before he's gonna be out before they have all of them, like, ready, like, all of the amiibo ready to go, because there's still quite a few characters left that they haven't started yet. Um, oh yeah, that wave 4 tomorrow. Apparently pre-orders are gonna be we're gonna be able to pre-order tomorrow. That's what I'm hearing. So I need to get my hands on a Pac-Man and a Robin, and then I'll be happy.
I need Robin and Lucina.
Yeah. But hey, you did manage to get Ike pretty easily, so
Hopefully, yeah, because I have the pre-order. It's in my inbox. I haven't gotten anything saying lol your order was canceled. So I'm just waiting to hear. Come pick up Ike. Ike's at Best Buy. Please come pick him up. He's standing outside awkwardly. I'm just picturing like a humanoid Ike, just standing outside the Best Buy.
and then
and a cop being like, sir, you need to move along.
Oh, and you just pick up this giant, like, 6'2" mercenary, put him over your shoulder, and carry him home.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'll be so disappointed if something happens and my pre-order gets messed up. But...
Oh, looks like somebody bought 100 Ikes.
I fight for my ride home. Thank you. Brain scratch sitcoms.
Oh man. Okay, now that's gotta be an episode of Brain Scratch sitcoms. Ted picks up picks up a hitchhiking Ike. I'd watch that episode.
Yes. Wait, is Ike one of the random people I can get from DLC and Awakening?
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
he's in one of the later packs though, like one of the really hard endgame packs, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Good to keep in mind for when I get to that.
Yeah.
Eventually.
If you're gonna get all of the DLC though, it's pretty expensive. So I'm just gonna let you know. You might wanna like pick and choose which maps you want to get.
That's weird. I'll have to look at it, but I mean, I'm getting plenty of playtime out of the main game, so.
Yeah. But yeah, you probably won't have anything to worry about when it comes to that. So, like, I know you're really liking the main game in all of its waifu glory. So. Hey, I'm not gonna judge anybody for liking Fire Emblem Awakening for its waifu-ness. I love the waifuing.
I do, to be fair, I am really enjoying the strategy RPG elements a lot, because this is my first strategy RPG and I'm really liking it. But it's also fun to have this kind of random character interaction and character development and everyone blushing. They all blush so gloriously when they get embarrassed. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking now, and now I'm gonna have a whole new cast of people to match up once I finish recruiting my children.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't use the children characters a lot because you don't really need them in normal classic mode, which is the difficulty I almost always play. But I'm not gonna judge you for doing that because they do generally have better stats than the first generation units. So it's not like it's a bad idea to use the children. It's just you just gotta raise them up more. But you enjoy the and I'm not gonna say you enjoy the grinding, but you seem to have a lot of fun. You seem to be doing a lot of it, so you just yeah. So yeah.
I won't mind.
Yeah, you won't mind. I guess is the better way to put it. So yeah, you're gonna have to tell me how some of those supports are, because a lot of those I have not seen.
Aw, it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be funny.
Oh, no doubt.
Yes, I love Pan. Someone said Pan is best waifu.
Pan
is awesome. I love Pan. Pan and Lanka are the pair. I paired Pan with Lanka, and it was adorable. I don't know if there are any other good Pan pairings, but Pan and Lanka was adorable.
Pan and Vake turned out pretty well. When I paired.
Oh, that seems so weird.
They actually have a lot more in common than you might think.
Okay.
So
once I finish the game, I'm definitely gonna look up all the support conversations.
They have them all on mine, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, Argarok, if you could do an attack I could counter, I'd be really happy. Thank you.
Okay, what's the swimsuit DLC for Fire Emblem Awakening?
Oh, that. Okay, so there's DLC. There's a DLC mission where, like, after you beat it, you get a whole bunch of fan service-y, like, pictures of characters that you bring with you on the DLC. And they don't just have swimsuit, but they also have a Hot Springs episode, too. It's pretty hilarious. Yeah. And, of course...
Awesome.
Of course, Tharja's one of the characters.
Yes, I love Tharja.
Okay, here's the thing about Tharja. I think I've told you about this before, but the way that they censor her, it looks more inappropriate than the original. Because they like put a random piece of cloth to cover her ass. And so yeah, it kind of looks like somebody standing behind her, ready to,
Yeah, Yes. I love Tharja.
She's like, I get the boobs, but she's creepy. She
Oh,
is.
I think it's you do not understand the appeal of yandere clearly, because she seems very yandere to me.
Yeah, she is yandere, but that's also really, really creepy. Like,
You do not, I will not blame you for disliking yandere, but the yandere archetype is an awesome archetype. Main examples that I know being Catherine, blonde Catherine from Catherine, and of course, how could anyone forget Yuno Gasai from Future Diary? She
but
is the ultimate yandere.
well, I get like being a good character, but not as like a sex object though is the thing. Like if we're just talking like if this character's supposed to be sexy, like I'm sorry, but I don't like making them like really really creepy doesn't make me want to have sex with you. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, well, there's a difference between creep, like, I don't know, yandere is just interesting. It's just, I think yandere was really made popular as far as I know. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, and there was a very popular thing, yandere before Future Diary, but Future Diary put yandere on the map for a lot of people. Hold on, did someone? Wait. Oh, Tharja! Yeah, Tharja is so soup.
What?
Oh yeah, the cloth. Yeah, what the? I wouldn't think it's a person. I just think it looks like the curtain is blowing. There's a...
But it's not very good censoring.
No, it's pretty
regardless.
awful censoring. Why couldn't they just do like Final Fantasy quote unquote 3 summons where they just like edited their clothing?
Well, then they'd have to redraw art. I think is that.
Yes, but all you had to, like, yeah, I guess wouldn't have been that. It wouldn't have been that hard, but but yeah, no, yandere is. I mean, it's an archetype, so it can either be done well or it can be done poorly. But
Yeah, but that's mostly why my like it's like people ask who my Fire Emblem waifu is. That's why I don't say Tharja. It's because she's severely creepy. And that's
I think it's hilarious.
well, I mean she's a great character and I like her in the game, but she's not like my waifu because she creeps me out.
Yeah, no, that I can understand. I just love because I married her, and she's like, so my avatar.
No, your avatar married Crom, but
yeah. But because my avatar's female, they couldn't marry Tharja. But I got all the supports. I think I got either all the supports or I've gotten 2 out of 3. I forget. I gotten all the supports I could with Tharja, and and then when I married Tharja to someone else, she was like, "You're the second most important person in my life, behind Catherine, of course." I was like, "Yeah." Yandere is strong in this one.
No doubt.
Oh, someone said School Days popularized yandere.
Oh,
Yes.
school days did.
Yes, because all the girls go yandere in School Days.
All like seriously, all of them.
In the visual novel, yes. It depends on your bad ending. But in different bad endings of School Days, yes. Because either Kotonoha can kill Sakai, or because she's yandere, or Sakai can kill Kotonoha, or I don't remember if Kotonoha can ever kill Makoto, who's the guy. But I know Sakai can kill the guy Makoto. Yeah, they go completely yandere at the end, depending on if you get a bad ending.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Ugh.
I don't even know how you can play school. I don't know if you probably have to like download it legally if you want to play School Days. I don't know if you can buy it.
Did they translate? Did they translate the game? Because like you'd probably have to get a fan translation. Well, yeah, I don't know if that game where you date the pigeon can get translated and localized. Um, oh, you haven't
What
heard of that?
is?
Hatoful
I
Boyfriend? It's a dating simulation game where you play as a pigeon and you date
oh,
all these girls.
you're a pigeon.
Yeah, you're a pigeon.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. That's all I know about it.
That does sound very weird.
It all I really know about it is that it exists.
Um, I think the weirdest one I heard about is apparently there's a visual novel. I don't remember if it's a yaoi visual novel or a straight visual novel. And apparently in the visual novel, there's a dog. And one of the roots in the visual novel involves the dog turning into a human. And you can end up with the dog. And by the way, this is a hentai visual novel, so
Wait, so do you end up with the dog as the human or the dog as the dog?
you end up with the dog as turned into a human. You do not. This visual novel did not entirely endorse bestiality.
So like the dog as the human, did it like become human like, or was it like a human that went like bark bark or like think like a
It was an
dog?
actual dog who turned into a human. I don't know the details, but I just found that. Like, what?
Yeah,
They
that's a
made
pretty
anime
what?
out of it. I don't remember what the anime was called. It was pretty recent, which is how I heard about it.
Okay. Anime's weird. Uh,
Yup.
like severely.
Shout out to Seikon no Quasar.
Don't please do.
And that is all I need to say.
Why do you? What brought you to that show? Like, how did you discover it?
AMV. It was an anime music video someone did. And I was like, what is this? Where it looks like awesome, like I love the art style, but I was like, why are there so much jiggle physics? What is this
Okay.
anime?
The real question is, why aren't there awesome jiggle physics in everything else? Cause boobs.
But yeah, and I was like, and then I looked it up, and it was like, people can control elements, and there's a lot of fan service, and breast milk is a central plot device. And I go, what?
I'm actually starting to wonder if anybody in the chat had actually heard of this anime before, or if they had, or now that they know what it entails, if they want to. Because
I don't know.
if I know my internets, somebody got really really interested when they said that breast milk is a plot device.
Probably. Someone mentioned the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I need to see that. That's apparently.
I have
I
very
just see
little
those.
interest in Haruhi. Like absolutely zero. Uh,
Really? Did you like try it and
Nah,
didn't
no,
like it?
I really don't care. Like, she's God, which kind of makes her the ultimate Mary Sue. And yeah, it's just, I can't care. I really cannot care. Um,
I think it's one of those. I think it's a slice of life sort of thing for the most part.
yeah, but I've got Azumanga Daioh for my slice of life needs.
That's true. Yeah.
How are you doing on reading the book, by the way?
I have. I keep forgetting about it. I do want to read.
Okay, it's okay. But yeah, it is really good. So whenever you get a chance, you should read some.
Oh no, I really enjoyed what I read so far. I just always. It's like when I'm not in the habit of reading for like enjoyment, then I forget when there's a book I want to read.
Oh no, that happens to me all the time too, so don't worry about that. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing better this time at the very least. I like playing as Zant, but I really cannot do this mission very well with him. So I'm glad that I'm doing a semi-decent run with him. I think I've figured out a good way to take care of the Argoroks is using his little spinny thing, but I kind of ran out of meter there, so I messed up. But it's okay. That's kind of a minor mistake as opposed to some of the other ones I've had, so I'm not gonna complain.
Um, have we've seen Angel Beats. No, I know about it, but I haven't seen it.
I think I've seen maybe the first episode of. That's the one. Is Angel Beats the one where they're the guys and like he's not dead, but um like
they're in essentially purgatory. They
yeah,
like
and then
they
the
died and they're at a school.
yeah
Of
and
course, it's Japan, so everything's in high school.
yeah, oh yeah,
You die
I
and you go to high school.
yeah, they die, you die and you go to high school. Okay, I remember. I
Or
saw like
or as I'm stealing this line, but I think it was I forget if it was Tristan who said it, but you can die and go to high school, or the dead can come to you in high school, a la High School of the Dead.
that okay. But
Anyways.
what was it? But yeah, I saw the first couple of episodes of it because at the anime club at my old school, and it was pretty good. Um, like yeah, like they go to the high school and like apparently like if you actually like do stuff in the high school, then you like disappear. But I don't really get that since there's a lot of I'm sure that they explain more about it as you do more of the show.
It's like
So.
something to do with passing on, basically.
Yeah, like you have to like you like accept what happened to you and then you move on. Oh, and that is kind of a neat metaphor for ghosts, actually. Like now that I think about it. Yeah. Oh, I never thought of it that way. That's actually really kind of cool. Neat. Oh. Uh.
Any opinion on Tsubasa? It's by Clamp, and I read Cardcaptor Sakura, the manga, and I think I watched some of the dub, the awful dub that was on like whatever network when I was a kid.
Probably
But,
the WB.
yeah, I watched some of the anime, and then I read all of the manga, including the second part. I forget what it's called. I think there might be a subtitle to it, but and that's all I really know is that a few of the main characters from Cardcaptor Sakura are in Tsubasa. So I don't know too much else about it. I think I heard that the ending was not very good, and that always kind of sucks.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Because like when you follow something for a really long time and then the ending kind of is crap, it feels kind of wasteful. I guess, and that's always sad. But you know, sometimes the ride is worth it. You know.
Yeah, it depends. It really depends.
Yeah, there are
so,
a lot of shows where the ride is definitely not worth the ending.
Someone asked who your waifu was when you played Fire Emblem Awakening.
I don't know, cause to be honest, a lot of the times when I play Fire Emblem Awakening, I choose female Robin because I like female Robin and Chrom. That's my preferred pairing, actually.
High five.
Internet
high five.
Well, I would happily internet high five.
You're playing, no worries.
But I'm playing, yeah. So,
No worries.
what am I saying? But yeah, where was I going? But I've married. When I first played the game as male Robin, I married Lissa. I wouldn't say she's my waifu though. I don't know. I like so many characters in that game. It's hard to pick a favorite.
Someone said so. Ted's waifu is Chrom.
No, Chrom is my husbando, guys. There's a difference.
I don't know whether or not I want to look for a Chrom husbando pillow at Anime Boston.
You totally do.
I'm afraid I might find it.
No, you want it. Just be honest with yourself. It's okay. We won't judge that much.
Yeah. Someone brought up and I want to acknowledge this because I think this is a legitimate issue with that a lot of anime has, like the fact that so much anime has like overly relies on fan service. And as much as I joke about enjoying anime that has fan service, I agree that my favorite my favorite anime and the anime that I think are like objectively the best as far as works of art are anime that have either very little fan service or the fan service is used very sparingly and just for like a couple comedic moments. And I do think that's a big issue where anime just overly relies on fan service. Like there are times where I think like if an anime is just like the point of an anime is just like to be fan servicey, then that's one thing. But that was my biggest issue with Seikon no Quasar, seriously, was that I thought they kind of had some interesting things going on, like with certain characters, and certain characters had kind of dark pasts, and like, oh, are you going to go into that? Are you going to explain what happened to Katya? Are you going to explain what happened to Sasha? Oh, no, we're just going to have more boobs? Okay, I guess.
Well, that's the important part, right?
They thought so. But yeah, so that's ultimately, I just wanted to say that, just like, cause I joke about, like, cause fan service is just fun to joke about, but like,
Oh, no
seriously, yeah, I agree, like, Ted and I have been watching, rewatching for me, and I've been introducing Ted to Higurashi no Naku Koro ni. Yes! Obligatory shout out.
You have to do it once a stream.
Exactly,
It's in your contract.
And like I think the most fan service we got was like that one little like the joking scene with Shion in the Angel Lord wearing the outfit.
Well,
Like,
there was that, and then there was also the random shot where her boob just went boing, for some reason.
But that's like, it's like those are in the comedic parts. They never are like, oh, because the thing about Seikon no Quasar, it would be the equivalent of like, I don't want to, like, some of the scary quote unquote parts of Higurashi, and then suddenly someone's boobs are like.
Well, what are you talking about? A lot of the dead people in Higurashi don't wear any clothes. That's sexy, right?
Oh no. Crows. Why are there crows? Was Henry? Wait, did Henry?
Henry, what are you, Henry? Tisk.
Fan theory. Henry did. Spoiler. I'm not gonna say it. Henry came to the town of Higurashi.
The town of Higurashi?
No, that's not what it's called. Hinamizawa. Excuse me.
He went to the town of Cicada. Okay. Okay. Is there anything that I want to throw away? Not particularly. All right. Okay, so I'm only one more mission from. Okay, hold on. We started at 6. Okay, I'm only one more mission from maxing out Zant, so that'll be good. Then I can move on to someone else. I don't think we're.
I'm sorry. Flame said here. One, I love it. I love this quote. Seika no Quasar wants to have its breasts and milk them too. Exactly. Yeah. Yup.
Want to have their breasts and eat them too would also be acceptable, I believe.
They do that because that's what they do.
Actually, I just said that we're almost done with Zamp, and I'm in the mood to play someone else. So, we're gonna take a quick break because we're gonna take a quick break from Zant, and I'm gonna let you decide which character I'm gonna play. Cause hold on, we've got like 1 level left on Rudo. 30. Okay, I'm gonna buy Rudo's last level because screw trying to actually play her. Am I right? But anyway, who do you guys want me to play? Because I've got Darunia, who I need to grind. Fi, I need to grind. Girahim, I need to grind. I guess I could do Twilight Midna too, but she's really far behind.
Okay, so the choices are Darunia,
and Fi, and Girahim. I'd be good with any one of those 3. So, and everybody else is basically already maxed. So,
Oh my gosh, why is Twilight Midnight only at 53?
because she didn't have any missions in the Twilight Princess DLC.
That's weird.
It was really weird, so that's why I didn't really play her much. I don't.
Are you looking at the chat? Because I'm trying to keep a rough idea of how many people.
555 Twilight Midna.
Girahim, bye. I'm seeing some Twilight Midna. Tingle. Come back in a month.
People want Fi. Yeah. All right. Nobody voted for Darunia. I'm surprised.
I saw one Darunia.
One Darunia. Okay. Hold on. Before we get started, do we have an extra experience plus that I can put onto this? No. Okay. Well, maybe we'll find one. Okay. We're doing. I wanna get Fi's legendary weapon done. So yeah, man, I really don't like playing Fi. She's one of my least favorite characters in the game. Okay, hold on.
Well, you can play her for a little bit and then switch to someone else you wanted to grind.
Yeah, I don't think, guys, I don't think I'm gonna be playing for as long as I normally do, today. So, yeah. Fi's really annoying because you constantly have to press the X button and charge up her little light meter thing if you want her to be any amount of useful. So you basically have to stop what you're doing every 10 seconds, which is annoying, and I don't like it. And oh, my phone's ringing. That is really weird. I'm gonna have to grab that later. If it's my dad. My dad's downstairs. The hell. Seriously, you guys, if you want to talk to me, just come upstairs. Oh God, I hate my family sometimes. But yeah, I don't. I don't really have. I don't think I'm gonna be staying on for as long as I normally do today. So sorry about that, but it's just I think this is more of me getting back into the swing of things when it comes to Hyrule Warriors grinding, because it's been so long since I've done it. Yeah. Once Majora's Mask comes out, I'm definitely going to be doing these a lot more often, so, you know, you don't have to worry about that. It's not going away. And I do like doing these because they're... Oh, I unlocked a skill. I do like doing these because... Oh, versus Ganon. Ooh, that's not bad. Wait, hold on. Is it? Oh, it's just increased attack damage against Ganon? Never mind. That's lame. But yeah, what was I saying? Fuck. I like
About
doing
two
these.
more
I like
streamers.
doing these streams because they're a good thing for. Peter. I'm busy. I'm busy, Peter. Please. Okay. Now he's just being an asshole. Okay, but I don't even know what I was saying. God.
You were saying that you like doing the streaming.
Yeah.
Session.
I like doing the streaming because it's a good way to it's a good way to like because I have been trying to upload these onto YouTube so that like they're available for everyone to watch. So I think that they're a good way to like actually use my channel because I've been bad about that a lot. And and it's fun. I enjoy doing them. So yeah, I'm overthinking things. I'm out of it. So yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm really trying to go with all the things I'm saying, so ignore me. Yeah. But yeah, I really don't like Fi. Why am I playing Fi? Someone stop me from playing Fi.
I can't. I'm not there.
You're not trying hard. Oof. Okay. Like, Fi has one good move, and that's the move I'm doing right now. That's a pretty good move, but other than that, like, she's really kind of shit. And I'd really rather... okay, I was about to say something that I regret and say that I would rather play her than Agatha, but that's not true, because Well, Agatha's easier to use at the very least. Like she's bad, but she's more. I've kind of forced. I've been forced to get good with her because of how much the game requires you to use her in the adventure mode. But Fi, no, like she's just hard to use, and I don't like her. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
I like her movement because I'm just looking at it now because you haven't streamed with Fi before, and some of her moves look like ballet moves actually.
yeah, that's her thing. She dances.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
like that.
yeah, it's nice, I guess, but like, it's just I don't know. She's not very.
That doesn't make her any more fun to play, but
It,
it
it
just means
also
I
makes
actually
it
play
kind of
her.
hard to really tell like where her move, like what her moves, like she moves in a really strange way. That's kind of hard to describe, and it's not really conducive to combat. Very
Better or
much.
worse than Girahim? Because I remember you said the same thing about Girahim.
Girahim's easier to use than Fi.
Oh,
I'd rather use Girahim than Fi. Because Girahim is more straightforward at the very least. And like he's not my favorite either, but like at least at least he's got a pattern and he's got things that he's good at. Like Girahim is pretty good at um there are a couple of specialty missions that he's pretty good at, um, what, like the ones in the Twilight Princess DLC, for instance. There are ones where you have to defeat a certain amount of characters at the same time. He's pretty good at those because of the way his moves are set out. He's good. Fi, I guess her moves are kind of good at taking care of large bosses, maybe, but there are characters that do that better, too, so it's just, yeah, she's not one of my favorites.
who would you say are the easiest characters to use in the game?
Link. Link is one of the easiest characters to use, probably Ganondorf, too. Um, Sheik is also pretty user-friendly. I like Sheik a lot. But Lana, depending on what weapon you're using with Lana and the stick is very easy to pick up and play. Um, um, but yeah, Link is probably the easiest to pick up and play for the obvious reason.
Yeah.
Um, um, Not that a lot of the other characters, like Zelda's not hard to pick up. She's just a lot of the intricacies of her moves take practice. Okay, well actually, all three of the first DLC characters, Wizrosia, and Volga, they're all really easy to play. To the point, and they're all really good too. So that's why I'm surprised that they weren't playable to begin with. Um, because they're just awesome. Um, so yeah. Okay.
When do you get to ride Epona? I haven't played the game, so
Oh,
like.
you never in the main story mode. She's a DLC weapon for Link.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
so you only get to ride Epona when you choose Link's weapon. Um, like Epona's a pretty good weapon, but I don't like her very much because she's not like the thing about Epona is you're riding on the horse, so like you keep on moving forward with all of your attacks, which is fine for when you're in a group of enemies. You know, that works great for when you're fighting like a whole horde. But when you're fighting one on one, it is really, really not very good.
Okay.
So
Oh, see, and you can't change it, obviously, if it's a
you
weapon.
can't you can't like it's not good for when you're trying to fight one on one, which is really when you kind of need the most control over what you're doing, because like anybody can take out like these swarms of mooks right here, anybody can deal with them. um so it's not really a big deal, though. These guys aren't really ever a big deal. It's more dealing with multiple captains at once, which I think Epona can do okay. And dealing with bosses that you really have to worry about anything. and Epona's not really good for either of those for one-on-one. So yeah, that's why I'm not really a big fan of her. I would show her off in a grinding, but we're not actually playing as Link right now, so I can't really do that. Sorry. Um,
Not always.
yeah, but Fi
Uh,
uh, 5 appears that she's stronger than she once calculated, I guess. I don't know. I don't like Fi's character either. I think she's kind of yeah, I think it's annoying the whole the whole 50% kind of robotic kind of thing. I don't think it's very endearing. Um,
yeah. I don't think it's endearing because I think that archetype, the kudere, which comes from cold or cool, um, which is just like the sort of ice queen archetype, like that's only really interesting if you do something with it.
well, like
Like,
the thing with Fi is that she's the spirit of the Master Sword. So like she's like a ghost. Like she's not human. Like she's
oh,
basically like a robot. Is basically the way I can put it, which isn't really interesting either. Well, I mean, not that that
yeah.
stopped any like fan pairings or anything like that.
Oh no, well, that's kind of a given.
But yeah, it's just she's not. I don't find her a particularly interesting character. So you know,
Yeah.
and I generally enjoy playing the characters that I like as characters more.
Mhm.
With the exception of Ganondorf, who's really fun to play, but Ganondorf is like the world's most boring villain. So you know. Um, but yeah. Okay, we won. I'm just gonna go around in circles. I guess I'll
Oh, that's
show.
why she turns into a sword. Then I'm guessing what you said
Yeah,
about being the spirit of the Master Sword. Yada yada. Okay.
yeah. I've never played Skyward Sword, but that's the gist I'm getting of it. Because like she helps Link and stuff and things. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So anyway, I think that's about it for right now. Um, I really don't like yeah this was really just to get my head back into the game. I will be doing more. I'm not sure before Hyrule Warriors Majora's Mask DLC comes out, but I definitely will be doing more grinding after the DLC comes out because um yeah, like I'm really looking forward to that. I'll have another map to go through, unless if it's stupid hard like the Twilight Princess one. Oh man.
Yay, grinding.
No, boo grinding.
Oh.
Boo hiss. Eh.
Oh.
Man, but thanks for everybody for watching. Like I really appreciate that you guys enjoy me beating up things and talking with my friends. Well, I'm not surprised that you enjoy me talking with my friends because that's basically just brain scratch, but
It's
you know.
like BSC.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.